Well, hi, my beautiful people. So, what I thought for today is that we could do this reading on topic what's your person's secret. So, we will do just two piles, but I'll make slightly longer ones so it can be a more detailed and thorough reading. So, you guys can choose between this magician for the pile number one and the chariot for the pile number two. So, pick one of these and let's see if you have that one ambiguous person who seems slightly mysterious to you, perhaps you can decipher them. This reading is for you, and let's start with the magician. Pile number one. We will use some astro placements. I kind of have preference lately for the older decks because I don't know why. I feel like they correspond better with me for whatever reason. I don't know. Let's see. Your person's secrets. Can you see everything? Oh, this will be a clear one. It seems pretty a simple read. Basically like similar energies in all of these cards. So what I'm sensing strongly when it comes to this pile, I feel like your person, well, it isn't somebody, they aren't somebody who will just put tremendous amount of effort into something. So I kind of, you know how that saying goes, like if you want for a job to be done quickly, be sure to give it to a lazy person. So there's something apathetic when it comes to their nature, when it comes to their character. I'm getting that in a lot of their connections, they kind of get supported by others, which enable some type of behaviors on their side where they don't have to put forward a much of an initiative or a much of energetic input, if that makes sense. Also, I'm getting that the others are majorly the ones to, well, the main people in charge when it comes to their relationships. I'm getting it's even when it comes to their family. I'm getting they could have been like a spoiled child or something like that, where I'm hearing for some of them they had a lot of feminine figures, so they can be male or female, doesn't matter, but there was a certain specific occurrence in their childhood which made their family members, especially women in their household, among the near and dear ones, to spoil them for some reason. So it is slightly specific, and now this person may, well, they may feel this need to be treated like that by the others as well. So this is something that I'm strongly getting. Let me just see. With Mercury in the 5th house, this person is very, very wise when it comes to romance, when it comes to dealing. They just know how to communicate, to woo somebody, to charm them, is what I'm sensing. I'm sensing that they may be even slightly too conscious of this quality of theirs. So it is interesting. With Mercury in Aquarius, also what I'm sensing, they may be very kind of out there when it comes to certain opinions and viewpoints of theirs. So I am getting that if you already had some type of mental exchange with this person, they could have felt really weird or eccentric when it comes to certain ideas that they hold about the world, about themselves, about romantic endeavors, especially about romance. So for some of you, I'm also getting that they may be prone to like open or non-defined, non-labeled type of relationships, is what I'm sensing. So but I'm getting that this person has with Leo in the first house at least one talent that they're hiding from the world. So they can be the master pro at, I don't know, chess. Nobody will ever find out about that except for their nearest circle of family, or perhaps friends that they consider family. So they do have a talent that nobody knows about. And I'm getting that they doesn't have to be the chess, of course, but I'm getting that they spend a lot of time doing this. But I am getting that it can be correlated with a certain mental interest of theirs. So I'm even hearing natural sciences for some of you. So some of them may be like astronomy or biology buffs or something along those lines. And they have like encyclopedia level of knowledge when it comes to that, or something like that, where they really have this extreme level of knowledge when it comes to certain discipline or skill, is what I'm sensing. So this is something interesting. We do have Gemini in the 8th house. For a lot of you, this person most likely wouldn't tell you, but they probably had some type of, if not sexual, then romantic experience with the same sex. So depending on your preferences, I mean, but if you are a straight person watching this may come as a surprise to you, because this is something that they are hiding. Because 8th house also represents things that we hide. So they would never admit to you if you ask them about this. And for the people who are, for example, in the LGBT, or also can apply reverse, they could have an experience with the member of the opposite sex if they, how do I say it, if they are declared as like gay or homosexual person. So it is interesting here. But let me just see. I'm getting there's something about them. They are meant to have a certain field of study in this lifetime that not a lot of people will know about as well. So they may have like hidden degree to something, or hidden some type of advanced course that nobody knows nothing about. I don't know why this person has the need to hide their but basically this is majorly they are hiding good things, so it is interesting when it comes to that. With Saturn in the 9th house, this person hasn't had a good relationship with the father, so they can be whatever they like in public. They can portray these best friend relationships with the father, but secretly, behind the four walls there could have been cruelty, strictness, even beating for some. I'm not getting the dignity of this Saturn, but there's a huge level of disconnect with father, because Saturn does kind of freeze the place where it sits, and the 9th house is the house of father's teachings. According to some traditions, 9th house is house of father, and according to the others, it's the 10th. In my tradition, 9th house is the house of father, so I do sense it's either they could have been separated or at an early age, or they will separate in future due to some unrepairable differences, if that makes sense for some of you. Let me just see. I'm getting this person likes to do things in a slow motion. I'm getting that they are hiding their emotional side, they're hiding their emotional nature. Also, there's a certain aspect of themselves with Ace of Cups reversed, if you can see here. What I'm getting, that they may be slightly auto-destructive in it, so it may be some type of vice or some type of flaw that they know that is taking a toll on their health, but they are not giving it up, is what I'm sensing. So this person, hey, but if you like this small report, give it a like so that more people get to see it. this person, unfortunately, in love affairs, by taking the easier path, may be sometimes prone to doing some type of mind games, some type of testing the waters. I don't know, but I'm not getting that they are doing this from malicious intent. But there's something about this person and being quite picky and selective when it comes to choosing a love interest. So it can be that they will put you through a pattern of tests in order to see whether you guys are compatible or your love can survive that, which is a shame. I mean, because we have 8 of Wands reversed and Ace of Cups reversed. So this does denote for me that new beginnings get delayed. This person procrastinates when something should be at the stage of opening. So perhaps just when you guys start to embrace some type of new step toward each other, they pull back or something along those lines. Because this energy does denote that for me. But I'm also getting that this person has had some type of severe burnout in a certain area of their life. So they're kind of currently, because we have 10 of Wands reverse. So this is like this, it's like backbreaking responsibility, burdens that we cannot stand. So when it's this way, it does showcase to me that this person has even a little bit of PTSD when it comes to burnout. So I'm getting they had some type of severe burnout in a certain area, could have been even correlated with romance, where they were the ones who had to put all the effort, and now they basically can't move, if that makes sense for somebody. So yeah, but I'm getting that they are hiding also their humanitarian tendencies, humanitarian streak. They're hiding that they don't want to be burdensome on anybody. They just want people to be light-hearted, and especially they don't like to be the cause of a trouble for anybody. So this is somebody who integrated their shadow aspects as well. So this is something that they're subconsciously even proud of. This person will not shy away from showing you their bad sides. I'm even getting for some of you that this person may have shown you some, well, let's say less ethical or less, how do I say it, less ideal romantic behaviors in order to see basically, can you tolerate me even at this? So if we survive this, then we are for each other, something along those lines. So yeah, but I will end it here for the first pile. I hope you guys enjoy this little report, and let's go on. Let's go on to the second pile, those of you who chose this Chariot. So today I'm on 2 piles because I wanted to make slightly longer ones, so we will see. What's the secrets of your person? What do we have to know about them? Are there any subconscious things that we have to be aware of, or perhaps some type of underlying patterns in their behaviors that could be significant for us, for our relationships with them? Because I do want this to be an ethical research. It's not just like we are, I don't know, lurking into somebody's secrets in order to destroy them. It's not anything like that. So let's see. So I'm already getting something. This person may be somebody who is pretty beautiful, like especially if they are a guy, they are too beautiful for a guy, and for every gender, basically. But one thing I'm getting about this person is repressed psychology and repressed sexuality. So there's an aspect to this person's sexuality that they won't admit to themselves. It's not like they won't admit it, it's just that they manage to remain oblivious to it up until a certain point, if that makes sense for somebody. So let me just see. With Sun in the 6th house, this person has had some type of issues when it comes to their health, but I'm getting like nobody knows it. So I'm getting this secretly, this person may have, I don't know, anxiety issues, asthma, or I'm getting something with breathing, because I do have a lot of 4th house breathing system, lungs and things like that. So there is something that requires like regular checkups, if that makes sense. But I'm basically getting that nobody knows that. So it's not like they aren't proud of it. You know how people are ashamed of, I don't know, having epilepsy or something along those lines. So they are trying for this to remain a secret, basically. But with the South Node in 12th house, I'm getting also this person has lived a part of their life in celibacy, brahmacharya, or they willfully chose not to indulge into sexual behaviors. As I already said, there was something in the beginning about repressed sexuality. I don't know why, because with Scorpio in the 5th house, this person does have, this may sound weird for some of you, but they have basically at the same time strong and transcendent sexuality. You know how people who are long on a spiritual path, they, well, over the course of time, they do transcend in a way their sexuality. They are not as addicted to it as an average person is, because that's Kundalini energy that is, you know, directed to the higher centers. So but there's something about this person. I'm getting they worked on their spirituality a lot in past lives. So they could have had a little bit of like asexuality or something in this life due to this energy of theirs being partially transcended. So, but it is interesting. I dig this pile. It's really interesting pile and interesting person. Hey, but if you like this small report, give it a small like so that more people get to see it. Most definitely with Moon in the 8th house, this person had issues with mother. They had issues in their primary schooling. They could have some type of learning difficulties, is what I'm also sensing. We have Page of Pentacles and Two of Swords is about it. So person doesn't see clearly. She has this thing on her eyes. So and Page of Pentacles does represent schooling for me, especially in the early stages. So these two together plus let me just see, Moon in the 8th house. Moon denotes 4th house, basically of primary childhood, primary schools. So something transpired at that period that really marked them psychologically. So they may have mood disorders, bipolarities, where I'm also sensing, but of course they won't say it loud and clear. So I'm also getting, when it comes to their career, Gemini, we have Gemini 10th house. They will most definitely have some type of career correlated with media and passive income correlated to that. So because Gemini does represent mass media for me, and the 10th house is house of profession. So I'm getting that they are already on the verge of starting something, or they just started with Mercury in Aries also. So it is interesting. They do have this fear of rejection, this person, so I'm getting some heavily introverted, but at the same time, very progressive in certain areas and certain avenues of their life. So it's kind of juxtaposition between these two energies when it comes to them. So, well, this one is a talkative pile. I like it. So let me just see. But deep wounds correlated with relationship with mother, with moon in the 8th house. Whoever has that mother either dies young, or even if she's here, she isn't here for the child. The child doesn't feel that nourishment, that sense of being provided for, doesn't feel that protection. So they may subconsciously choose partners who are sort of like father or mother figures to them, is what I'm also sensing. So let me just see a little bit further. Yeah, but I'm also getting, when it comes to this person, they don't have the healthiest way of relating in romantic relationships. I'm getting their friends know it, and I'm also getting that when it comes to you, their friends are like, they don't want this person to do to you whatever they do to their lovers. So I'm getting like even a few of them like talk to them and said something along the lines, come on, be conscientious in that relationship, don't fall into your usual patterns of dating, this one could really be for you, you know. So this is something that that their friends are telling to them, is what I'm also sensing. So yeah, but I'm getting that this person is basically the object of the desire for many. So they are chased, that's for sure. I'm getting this person is chased by masculines, regardless of their gender, regardless of their preferences as well. Male energies also feel attracted to them for whatever reason. I don't know. Let me just see a little bit further. I'm getting this person started some type of new education program or course, or enrolled into some type of school for themselves. So, but I'm getting it's like basically like e-education. So with Mercury in Aries, Mercury is education, our college is what we learn, what we do on day-to-day level. Aries, something new, something that gets initiation, something that is just starting to blossom. So yeah, but I'm getting that this is something that's giving them tremendous joy, because it may be like the thing that they really wanted to study, but their parents didn't allow them. So now that they are slightly older or something, or have more free time, they have an opportunity to return to that. Yeah, but I will end it here for the second pile. I hope you guys enjoyed this small report. If you did, give it a little like, and see you in the next one.